everybody, it's the Zen Witch with another unboxing video, and for this special occasion on Friday the 13th, I am unboxing two oracle decks. I'm going to do them in separate videos so it doesn't get too long, but these are two goddess decks that I'm very fond of, and I thought you might enjoy on this day that is so very sacred to the goddess. So let's look at the first one. Oops. All right. So the first one is called the Goddess Oracle deck and book set by Sophia Marashinsky, illustrated by Hrana, Janto. And let's start off with this. My charcoal seems to be prepared. Start off with a little smoke cleansing. Come on. Here we go. With sage. Oh. Ritual is so wonderful for the senses because it implants things in your brain that anytime after that, you know, when you smell sage, for instance, it just really takes you to that ritual space. So this goddess oracle, and the other one's called the Oracle of the Goddess, but this first one, deck and book set. There's a few of the goddesses there. You can see Hathor and Kuan Yin and a goddess with chakras. So the Goddess Oracle deck and book set by Sophia Marashinsky, illustrated by Hrana, Janto, Hanto, not sure. Janto is the way it's spelled. The Goddess Oracle celebrates the many faces of goddesses worshipped in cultures around the world since the beginning of time. The distinctive deck and book set offers insights and guidance for handling the challenges that face you, and techniques for developing all areas of yourself and your life. The deck is comprised of 52 cards, each representing a different energy or aspect of the feminine wisdom. The 188-page companion book provides an original poem, mythological background, card meaning, and suggested ritual for each goddess card. The Goddess Oracle can help you understand where you are headed, and what you need for the journey. Sophia Marashinsky, look, there's got pictures. There's Amy on the top. Come on, pop in. I know you can. There we go. Amy and Hrana. Oh, for God's sakes, camera. There we go. I am shooting this on a Mercury Retro. Sophia Marashinsky, author of Mermaid Magic and Oracle of the Grail Code. I might have to look into that. Writes spiritual roadmaps that focus on the restoration of the feminine. Hallelujah. She lives in Western Massachusetts, where she creates audio, book, and oracle projects. Hrana Janto is an artist specializing in history, fantasy, myth, and the sacred. Her work has been featured in books, magazines, posters, and television. She lives, paints, and dances in New York's Hudson Valley. Now, this deck, before I even knew there was a deck, let me situate some things here. Sorry. Before I knew there was a deck, I had a calendar. I had a goddess calendar. And when I got this oracle deck and started looking at it, I realized it was the same artist as the calendar. And I got very, very excited because I still have those calendar images. Calendar was, maybe 25 years ago. But I kept the artwork because it's so beautiful. So let's step in. And as we're stepping in, let's take a little bit of my Fire of Azrael and send up some smoke for divination. Sorry, I got itchy nose. All right, let's get the book out. Nice box, nice and sturdy. Nice full book. And here are the cards. So look at the back. Pretty heckin' cool. Come on, pop in. Darling. It seems like it wants to get really close before it pops in, and it's refusing to. Okay, whatever. The Goddess Oracle. There we go. Tip them out. And we start with Amaterasu. This deck is arranged in alphabetical order. Amaterasu Beauty. She is the Japanese sun goddess. So in Japan, the goddess is the sun and the god is the moon. Aphrodite, love. I love the warmth of the images. I love the beautiful full color, the intensity. Artemis, selfhood. So Hrana Janto, I just really love her artwork. She really captures the goddess for me. So Artemis in Greek is the same as Diana in Rome, in Roman mythology. Look at her hawk and her hare. That's the moon hare, and the hind, which is a female deer. Baba Yaga, look at her, wild woman. Yes, she is. Look at her dragons and her horse. And one presumes her broomstick. Oh, no, no, no. I think she has like a, hold on. Let's see what it says about what she's stirring. It must be a cauldron that she is stirring. And they say pronounced Baba Yaga. Okay, Slavic birth, death, wild goddess. Wrote about in a mortar. That's what I was going to say, like mortar and pestle. So this is what she rides around in, is this mortar, and that's the pestle that she's holding. It's a cauldron of sorts. It's definitely something that transforms things. So, and she's very important to me. I would like to read more about her because I've been doing a lot of genealogical work, and my grandmother and grandfather were both Slovakian. My grandfather was born here. My grandmother was not. She was born in Czechoslovakia, Austria, Hungary, in that area. So anyway, Baba Yaga is definitely speaks to my DNA. Then we have Basht, and she is play. Come on, sweetie. Meow, come on, meow. You pop in. Kitty. Blodowit. And okay, I'm going to look up her too, because this deck tells you how to pronounce shit. And that's so helpful. You know, when I first learned about Samhain, I was told it was Samhain. And how would anybody know it's not Samhain by looking at the way it's spelled? Okay, let's see how she's pronounced. Pronounced Blodywed. 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 It's Welsh. Okay. Breed. Bridget, inspiration. And let's see, Blodywed was betrayal. She stands for betrayal. Bridget, inspiration. You see the triple there with the music and herbs and healing. Caradwin, this is one of the images that I remember the most from the calendar. She just appeals to me so much. And you see the phases. Look at the phases of the moon there. They're just amazing. And there's her cauldron, and she's got a magic mushroom to toss into it for your healing pleasure. Death and rebirth is Caradwin. Changing woman, cycles from Native American tradition. Quatlike, grief. No, it's not Kotlikyu. Quatlike. I'm just looking at these images more closely now. Snakes. Look at the snakes. Look at that serpent headdress. And the winged serpent. Quetzalcoatl or Kukulkan. Corn woman. Again from Native American tradition, nourishment. Look at her corn shuck dress. Just a beautiful image. Demeter. Feelings, emotions. She's got her pomegranate, and again the snake, the serpent. Durga is boundaries. She's badass. There we go. I'm tempted to pronounce it Esther. Growth. I don't know if it's pronounced actually Easter. The holiday is Ostara. Let's take a look. Lots of E's. Okay. Yoster. Yoster. Okay. A lovely spring goddess with the baby unicorn, a little hair. The Erinyes. Crisis. Did I not? Oh, no, I did. They are crisis. And boy, do they ever look like it. Look at them. Intense. So this is a goddess oracle that is showing the truth of all of them and not trying to make them all sexy young women. And I love that. Okay. Eurynomy. Ecstasy. Sorry that I want to see it pop in and I get so upset when it doesn't. There we go. Make up a you mine. And there's another serpent there. Look at that. I mean, that is an image of ecstasy to me, of just being lost in the flow and the water, the colors, the wings. It's just gorgeous. Freya, sexuality. Doesn't she look wonderful? Gildeptis. I am not familiar with her. Synthesis. Let's look at her and see where she's from. Gildeptis. And I got that right. Lady, it means lady hanging hair, is the forest goddess of the Tlingit and Haida people of northwest North America. So she is, I thought she had a Native American look to her. So she's wonderful. Synthesis is what she is. Hathor, pleasure. And look at her. Look what a beautiful cow she is. She's just gorgeous. I love the ears. I love her everything. You know, she's just beautiful. Pleasure. Hecate, whoopsie. I've been using her. Hecate is the crossroads. And what I did not know about her, which might not have said in this deck, but it says it in the other. Thracian, okay, considered by some to be a Thracian moon goddess. So the other deck says that she is Turkish, but they do have Hecate here. You hear a lot of people saying Hecate, but the pronunciation is Hecate. And there she is with her staff and serpent and her Cerberus looking in three directions. So she's the goddess of the crossroads, and she looks, you know, what are the crossroads? Past, present, future. Past and future, and they cross in the present, and it's the choice of ways. So when you're looking for which way to go, Hecate is definitely one to work with. Hestia, hearth and home. Inanna, embracing the shadow. And look at her lion. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's a griffin. Look at the claws. So we don't have a lion's paw there. We have an eagle's claws and wings. So this is definitely a griffin. Isis mothering. And yes, isn't that beautiful? I remember this one from the calendar as well. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous image of mommy and baby. Okay, I'll back off. What the fuck? Mothering. Ichel. Let's see how they say how to pronounce this. It's not Ixchel. I know that. So if nothing else, you're getting a pronunciation guide today. Ichel. Okay, that's what I thought. Ichel. But even simpler, just Ichel. Creativity. Kali, look at her. Look. Come on, Kali, pop the hell in. Here we go. She's getting closer. Boom. Kali Ma. Take that. With her blood red hands and her string of skulls. And look at the severed hands she's got hanging around her waist. She just, there's nothing that she shies away from. You know? Fear is Kali's domain. When you face Kali and embrace Kali is when you start to become fearless. Not that I'm anywhere close to that. Kuan Yin is compassion. Look how beautiful. I mean, this artist, Hrana Janto, lady, I love you. I'm going to look up more of her stuff and see what else she's got going on, because she just, her images are so, they're, each one is different. You know, there's not, I mean, you definitely see her style, but each one really captures the individual goddesses, I feel. That's not, you know, just sort of absorbed or overpowered by her personal style. Look at the peacefulness, and look at her face. So sweet. Kuan Yin. Compassion. Lady of Beasts. Relationship. Look at her. I'm assuming a native goddess as well here. Camera. Do the thing. Okay, you see. She's got a lion and a bear and a horse and a wolf and a deer. Every single, and a dove. Every single one of those except the dove is one of my totems. I have bear medicine, lion, I'm a Leo, wolf, deer, my last name being the name for a male deer, and a horse, which first goddess that ever showed up for me in a meditation was Epona. Lakshmi, again, that beautiful abundance. Look how luscious she is. She's juicy. And Lakshmi rules juice, the juice of life, abundance. Did I say relationship for Lady of the Beasts? I hope I did. I'm getting lost in the artwork. Abundance. With the elephants with the uplifted trunks, that's the ones that stand for good luck. Lilith, power. Oh my, look at her. She ain't taking no shit from nobody, especially you, Adam. Eat that apple. Mat is justice. So Lilith's story was that she was Adam's first wife, and they kicked her out because she wouldn't be subservient to him. Mat is justice. Look at the feather that she weighs your heart against. Beautiful image there as well. Maeve, responsibility. Celtic. Maya, illusion. Minerva, beliefs. With her owls. Morgan Le Fay, rhythms. So again, we see a triple goddess here. She's got a blade and a drum and a cup. Nuqua, order, Chinese goddess. Newt is mystery. Oh, look at the richness of this. Look at that blue. It's my favorite color. Cobalt blue is my absolute favorite color. You know that color that you almost can't see it. It's almost off the visible spectrum. Oshun, sensuality. I will say so. She's pretty juicy too. Oya, change. These are goddesses from the Yoruba tradition. And it's very nice that Oya is in here, and I'll tell you why when I get to her sister. Oya is change. Pachamama, healing. Holing means becoming whole, holy. Pele, awakening. Look at her. Oh, Jesus. Mary and Joseph. Okay. Rhiannon, doubt. Sedna, victim. Talk about deep. Shekhemet, the badass. I want to see how she says to pronounce this, because I was told by an Egyptian priest that he pronounced, I went to him and said Sekhmet, and he didn't know who I was talking about. And then I described her, and he said, Shekhemet. So she says Sekhmet, but I will always and forever pronounce her Shekhemet because of my dear friend Halim. Anger and rage. And boy, you want to talk about a badass. I have a book on Sekhmet and the invocation of her and the names they list for her. Whoo, baby. Shakti energy. Sheila Nagig opening. Now, I've heard an Irish person say Sheila Nagig, but I've also read that it's pronounced Sheila Nahig as far as Gaelic goes. Thank you, Lady Crone. Look at her. She was on one of my candles for my croning ceremony. I had the Banshee invoked in the east, the Gorgon in the south, Baobo in the west, and Sheila Nahig in the north. Badasses all. Sophia is wisdom. Sphinx, challenge. Sulis, illness and wellness. Look at that beautiful thing. Tara, centering. Uzume, laughter. Vila, shape-shifting. Another one from Eastern European traditions. And Yemaya, surrender. Now, Yemaya, sister is Oya, and I learned from a priest of these goddesses, gods and goddesses in the Yoruba tradition, that you'd never invoke Yemaya without invoking Oya as well, because Oya gets jealous. So now what I would like to do, well, let's look at the book. And I think maybe what we'll do in terms of looking at the book is pick a card and see who wants to talk to us on Friday the 13th. So there's a chapter on invoking the oracle. So talking about, you invoke the oracle, you invoke the voice that's going to speak through the cards. I like that. We have an introduction. Again, they are arranged alphabetically. Visiting the oracle. Oh, so there's a little meditation here. I think I'm going to read that to you. The walk up the mountain to the temple of the goddess is steep, and it takes all my energy and almost all my concentration to climb. My heart is beating wildly with agitation. I am not old, and I am not young, and I begin to sweat with the exertion. I cannot tell you what the weather is like, for I am being eaten by my problem. I reach the temple and sound its gong. A priestess appears and soundlessly gestures for me to follow. She takes me inside to a place where I sit down and remove my sandals. She places a large vessel under my feet, then takes an urn and pours some fragrant, reviving water over my feet. She dries them with a towel and anoints them with pungent oil. I feel refreshed and renewed. She leads me to the outside labyrinth and salutes me as the goddess, then turns and leaves me. Yes, I am the goddess. I remember that now. I enter the labyrinth, breathing deeply, walking slowly, and surrendering myself. As my being begins to unravel the knot that is my problem, I notice the day, the wind, the trees, the earth. I feel myself merging into the greater beingness that is the goddess. Yes, I am the goddess. I walk the spiral path, that labyrinthine symbol for the goddess. The smell of incense is strong as I enter the core of the labyrinth, and the fumes are so dense that I can barely discern the masked figure of the pythoness, oracle and voice of the goddess. As I kneel before the high priestess, I state my problem and request an answer, knowing with utmost certainty that I will get what I need and all will be well. I applaud that with a pinch of incense. Wow, that's just beautiful, just beautiful. So using the Goddess Oracle, there's ritual, a little chapter on ritual. And then there's the invoking the Oracle, and it just talks about, I'm looking at the bullet points here. What do I need to know about the current situation I'm in? How can I nurture wholeness in this situation? If I were to do blah, blah, what would need to be nourished? What aspect of myself do I need to nourish to bring about wholeness? And the best question, as you've heard me say many times, is what do I need to know right now? Just what do I need to know right now? And that opens the door, I think, in the most effective way. Then we have spreads. There's the Yoni spread. So number 1 is nourishing wholeness in your wise woman. Number 2, nourishing wholeness in your emotional body. Number 3, nourishing wholeness in your sexuality. So in your wisdom, your emotions, your body. Mind, body, emotions. Very nice. Then we have a place of opposites spread. What are the positions here? First card, what's the light of the situation, the aspect that needs to focus on? Second card, what's the shadow? Third card, what is the action? And fourth card, what is the beingness, or what needs to be experienced? That's really wonderful. The light, the shadow, the action, the experience. Very nice. Very nice. The goddess support group spread. I'm not going to read through that. So let's see. Let's pick one here. I can try to do this just for... And hey, it works. That gets us started. I think it's a little too big to do the other way. But let's just shuffle through. And I'll put another little offering on here. Why not? This is the fire of Azrael that I'm burning, which is for divination. Fire of Azrael. Oh, there we go. Okay, we have 4. Light, shadow, action, experience. This is just for all my witches that are watching. My watching witches. The light of the situation is Lakshmi, abundance. So, okay, it's coming through, sailing through already. In our world, in my country, in the U.S., even though so many of us are suffering, there is so much abundance. There is so much abundance. There's so many resources. Unfortunately, they are hoarded by the few. So the light of the situation is the resources are there. The shadow, relationship. The shadow is some of us are not in relationship to that. We're out of relationship with the earth. We're not in right relationship with each other or with the planet and its resources. So we need to get ourselves connected to each other, to those resources. The people with the billionaires, the fucking Mike Bloombergs and Jeff Bezoses of the world, could literally save humanity with the money they hoard. So, Lady of Beasts says we need to get in right relationship. That's our shadow, is not being in right relationship. Action, Bladaywood, I think I said. Betrayal. Ooh. The action is betrayal. Let's go to her. Let's see what she says here about betrayal. I've got so many things going through my head right now. I'm thinking, betrayal of what? Well, we betray the system that we've been born into that just doesn't work anymore. Okay, her hooting call is heard in your life. Bladaywood's hooting call is heard in your life, alerting you to a betrayal. How is betrayal showing up in your life? So the action is the betrayal of us, and betrayal of women. Our country betrays women every step of the way. Today, which I'm not shooting this on Friday the 13th, but on the day that I'm shooting this is the day that Elizabeth Warren ended her presidential campaign, and the gaslighting of America was successful. The whole "is she electable" question was rank gaslighting. Our news agencies and all the, the sheep that work for those agencies betrayed us with repeating that question. Let's ignore the fact that she was electable enough to get elected to the Senate. So, yeah, we got gaslit. We've been betrayed, and that's the action that's going on. Look at her black eyes, you guys. Ouch. So, Do you have trouble picking trustworthy friends, partners, coworkers, or mates? Does all your care, consideration, and loyalty meet with treachery and betrayal? Have you misled someone so that you could get what you wanted? Bladewitz says that on your path to wholeness, you must answer the question, how have I betrayed myself? For all betrayal stems from self-betrayal. Okay, so the action here is women have got to stop betraying ourselves. We've got to stand in our truth, uncompromised, not uncompromising. When there's negotiation going on, compromise is a very good thing, but uncompromised, which means I'm not going to be less than I am. I'm not going to come off of my standards for the care that I want, the regard that I want for myself, the regard that I give myself. And unapologetic is the second one. Uncompromised, unapologetic. Do not apologize for being your badass self. Ever. Do you hear me? Don't ever apologize for being your glorious self. It was Marianne Williamson a long time ago. Or I can't remember whose quote it actually was about, we don't serve anybody by playing small. You know, we are here to show the light of our glory to the world. So stop the self-betrayal. Recognize betrayal where it's still going on. And this is the experience. Boshed, play. Oh. So what experience are we looking for here? We need to get together and play. And the videos on praying with pagan prayer beads are the beginning of me posting actual ritual videos, ritual and spell work. So I look forward to playing together. This says, get together with your girls, you know, drum, sing, dance around the fire, knit, make things together, craft, cook, do those things together and make it with a sense of play and beauty and pleasure in what we have. So we've got our abundance and the wonderful resources. We need to get ourselves in right relationship with ourselves and others and the planet, address the betrayal, and play. So thank you, my lady goddess. Oh my God, that was pretty cool. I was expecting to get one. Always, you know, you think you know what's coming. She has other ideas. So just looking at the back of the book here, once you get through the goddesses, and each goddess, by the way, has like a poem, not like a poem, has an actual poem, and then the mythology, the meaning of the card, and then a ritual suggestion. So it's either a guided imagery thing or an actual ritual suggestion of something to do, a working to do. And that is just the most wonderful thing. Maybe we'll do some rituals from these books. That's a hell of an idea. And then at the end, there's this section that says the cards, and it just has them in alphabetical order with their qualities, so you can do a really fast lookup if you need to. So, excellent deck for a Friday the 13th or any old day. Every day is a great day to celebrate the goddess, huh? So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please share my channel with your girls. Share my channel with your girls. Okay, hold on. I can't get to my mouse. Comment below. I love to have a dialogue with you. I get so excited when somebody leaves a comment, and I always answer. You know, I'm small. I can do that. Then let me know if there's a particular deck you would like to see. And I look forward to seeing you on all my other videos. And look, I just looked down and it was 3339. He, triple. Yay, blessed be. Happy Friday the 13th. This is the Zen Witch, and I will see you next time. Blessed be.